Sunday Night Football, the Bucs at the Cowboys. Tampa Bay takes care of Dallas easily in Jerry World, 19-3. You know who showed out for me, who flashed for me, and if he can play like this all season, they'll be just fine. Leonard Fournette, 127 yards, and was running people over. Fournette looked in really good shape after all this talk about him being out of shape in the offseason.
Yeah, and that's huge too because it takes a lot of pressure off Tom Brady.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always been a big Fournette fan going back to LSU, going back to Jacksonville, so it's nice to see. Um, Dak Prescott struggles, throws for only 134 yards, one interception, and then gets hurt, injures his thumb, out multiple weeks. Man, you can't think of a worse way to start the season for Cowboy fans, can you?
Man, they just can't catch a break. I tell you.
No, and
Uh,
you can eat a loss. You can lose. That's fine. It's 0-1. It's week one. But to lose Dak Prescott for multiple weeks, Cowboy fans have to be just sick. And hopefully Prescott can come back sooner than later. And hopefully whoever, Cooper Rush or whoever they got starting in his absence can tread water and keep him at least competitive. To his credit, Cooper Rush has only started one game in his NFL career. Guess what his record is?
1-0.
1-0. So if he can get a win or two and keep him, right around 500, you get Dak Prescott back. It might not be time to panic.
Yeah, but I mean, is Dak really that guy?
He is. He's got the potential to be. You need a guy with upside, and Dak Prescott gives you upside. He gives you the potential to win the division, to make the playoffs, have some home playoff games, and then at that point you never know. But you need a quarterback of Dak Prescott's caliber just to get you into the tournament. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he's got weapons. He's got CD Lamb, who struggled, only 2 catches for 29 yards on Sunday night. But Micah Parsons looked good, 2 sacks. How you feeling about Micah? He's off to a great start, 2 sacks. He had 13 his rookie year. Do you think he passes that this year?
Oh yeah, Michael Parsons is a monster.
Yeah, he's a dog, and he continues to show it every game. Bad news for the Bucs. They lose Chris Godwin to a hamstring injury. But it's not as severe as they originally thought. So he might not miss that much time, but still.
Let me say something real quick, man. You know who looked good? Julio Jones.
Oh yeah. Good job mentioning that. I didn't have him in my notes. Julio Jones is a monster, bro. He's still got it.
When I seen him catch that, what was it, like a 60-some yard pass?
Yeah, over the shoulder.
Yeah, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
Julio, if he can stay healthy, Brady might have found his number one. And what's crazy is Brady's number two could also be a number one.
And who's that?
Mike Evans.
Man, Mike Evans is number one. Julio,
Ooh, no,
yeah, yes, 100%. Mike Evans is number one. Shit, Chris Godwin's number two. Julio's like
over
number three.
over a healthy Julio Jones.
Yes. Give
Bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying though. How can you go wrong with Julio at number three? Either way you look at it, let's say Chris Godwin's your number three. That's the best number three in the entire league.
Man, if Julio can stay healthy, that team can reach the Super Bowl.
Yeah, always. Whenever you got the GOAT and then you surround the GOAT with, again, if healthy, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Leonard Fournette, and then, that defense, they're absolutely a contender always. Um, Week two, Bucs at Saints. We talked about this a little bit. I mean, go Bucs, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Saints get a win.
Yeah, I think they struggle in New Orleans.
Yeah, they always do.
So I think Brady is actually going to come out and show out.
Yeah. He's for whatever reason he's struggled against the Saints, but I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. I hope he balls out. Should be a good game either way. Bengals at Cowboys, probably Cooper Rush getting the start. Advantage Bengals, and we'll see how Cooper Rush looks. Can he hold the fort until Dak gets back?
Yeah. Do you see them making any moves or anything? Or
I don't think so. I just don't know what the options are. You mentioned Cam Newton. I don't really know other than that.
is it? Hear me out. Is it worth trading for Jimmy G or no?
No, I don't think so. Just because, if Dak's only going to miss 4 games, it's not the end of the world. If it's only 4 games, maybe it's 3 or 4, you can ride with Cooper Rush. You don't have to panic and go make a trade. If Dak was going to miss the season or 10 to 12 games, then go get Cam Newton or trade for Jimmy G. But
But
4 games, you can survive that.
that's the problem that scares me though, Alex. Is I think 3 or 4 games is rushing him back too soon.
You might be right, but as long as he doesn't re-injure himself, you're fine. He might struggle for a week or two and then get better and be fully healthy. Um,
Oh.
I mean, if he re-injures the thumb, then you're fucked. But you don't have time to wait until Dak's fully healthy. You just don't. It's a tough division. It's a tough NFC, and Jerry Jones is not going to be patient. Jerry Jones is championship or bust every year. You know what I mean?